Okay, so final one, final tip. So lead by example. Yeah, so I'm sure lots of people have heard the saying, do as I say, not as I do. What a terrible saying, yeah. Makes no sense whatsoever. Often used for parenting children. Clearly doesn't work. Terrible, terrible saying, yeah. So I liked this little diagram I found. So, you know, this picture here on the left, you've got the child driving a car, probably learning to drive, you know, I don't know, 18, 19, learning to drive the car. Speed limit's 35, you know, they're doing 40 miles an hour, and the parents saying, you know, slow down, do as I say, I want you to slow down, you're going too fast. And then on the right hand side, you've now got the parent driving the car. So the parent's doing 100 mile an hour, yeah, speed limit's 60. So, you know, absolutely going for it. And the kid's saying, you should slow down. And the parent says, oh, please, I've been driving for 40 years, right? So this is do as I say, not as I do, yeah? So we're saying something, but we're doing the complete opposite. So that's not what we want to be doing, okay? So we need to do as I do, right? As Scrum Masters, we need to do as I do, okay? So we need to lead by example. So examples of leading by example. So small things, you know, make a big difference. So mindset. So, you know, we talk about MVP, don't we, in Agile? So minimal viable product. And, you know, if we get the chance to work on a greenfield product or feature, then, you know, we talk about stripping it right back. Let's get something out quickly that we can learn from, understand if it's the right thing for the customers, and then, you know, carry on iterating, or we can pivot. Yeah, minimal viable product. So that's a bit of a mindset thing, and yeah, so let's lead by example. So, you know, doing these slides for this talk today, I created all my slides, I stuck a load of headings on, I did the full pack, just headings first of all. Then I started to add some text, just black and white, really, just some key points. Then, you know, started to add my pictures, borders, and finally a little bit of animation in terms of when things appear. Now, if Expert Agile Club had have asked me to do this last week because there was a cancellation, I could have delivered some value, yeah. I'd have said they're not going to look good, they're not going to look pretty or shiny, but I've got an MVP and I can deliver some value. So subtle things in your mindset that you will pick up as a Scrum Master, we should do, because they will almost leak out onto the team and show that this is how we do things in Agile, this is how we do things around here. So that's one example, okay? We talk about failing, don't we? We preach about failure's good, learn, you know, we learn fast, fail fast, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, so let's show the team that then, you know, let's just not talk it. We need to show that. So we need to try different things as Scrum Masters and not be afraid of failing, and we need to show that that's okay. So example from only a couple of weeks back with my squad, really good book by Lisa Adkins, Agile Coaching. I'm sure many people have read it. Little thing in there around silent tasking. So I thought that sounds brilliant. We'll try that in sprint planning. So rather than me kind of scribing out some of the tasks now we're remote, I thought great idea. We'll get people kind of silent tasking. So you bring up a user story, we talk about it, and then we spend a couple of minutes in silence. You know, each person from the team silent tasks any tasks they think will need to be done to complete that user story. Then we come back together, talk about it, delete any duplicates. Sounded like an amazing idea. I was absolutely for it. Went down like a big flop in our team. Just didn't work. People didn't like it. They wanted to collaborate more. They wanted to talk more. Didn't like the silence. A massive flop. And I just said, well, you know, that's fine. We've tried it. It didn't work for us. And that was that, really. You know, and I will try it on other teams because every team is different. But, you know, show people that it's okay to have new ideas and they might not work and they might fail. And that's fine. And that's how we learn and grow, isn't it? And then, yeah, the Scrum values, you know, enact them. So be courageous, you know, challenge senior leaders often. You know, be that positive disruptor. I like that kind of word. Yeah, be committed to your thing, your game, which is Scrum. You know, all that sort of stuff, really enact those Scrum values, I think, you know. So yeah, so we should do as I do within leadership. And I like this little picture here. So a leader leads by example, whether he intends to or not. So it should almost just become the norm that these things you're doing are just how you are and how you act, and hopefully your team will pick up on that. Well, they should definitely pick up on that. Okay, so final slide, I believe. So you've listened to my top 10 tips. So what now? So yeah, take away any tips you found useful and hopefully become a more effective Scrum Master. I'm hoping some of these things people haven't heard of or maybe, you know, you have heard of them and you just need a little reminder to try them out a little bit more. I'm sure I'm sure we've got lots of really experienced Agilists on the call as well, who are doing this already, which is just great. You know, ask me any questions regarding the tips I've shared today. I know we've got a Q&A session after this. Challenge me on any tips you think actually they're not effective, or, you know, you've tried them and they don't work for you. Because like I said, every Scrum Master and every team is different, and different things work for different people.